World History Notes Crusades by IA Study Group. The Crusades of the Middle Ages are the armed pilgrimages, preached by the Pope, a spiritual authority of the Christian West as Bernard of Clairvaux or a sovereign as Frédéric Barberousse. They were launched to take to the Muslim of the places of Christian pilgrimage in Earth Saint. They started in 1095 to the demand of the Emperor of Byzantium. The Byzantines spoke Greek. They were Christian, but Orthodox and non-Catholics. The Crusaders didn't make any lasting conquests and weakened the Byzantines rather than they helped them. The traditional definition, kept for this article, includes the period 1095 to 1291, of the Council of Clermont to the hold of Saint Jean d'Acre, while limiting itself/themselves to the expeditions in Holy Earth. A larger vision goes until the Battle of Lepanto, 1571, to include the Spanish Reconquista, while including all wars against the infidels and the heretics punished by the Pope, whom there attaches the spiritual rewards and indulgences. The First Crusade starts in 1096 with thousands of pilgrims pedestrians, to reoccupy a part of the earths lost at the time of the Arabian expansion of the IXE century, and so to return Jerusalem accessible to the pilgrimage. It succeeds to the foundation of the Latin states of Orient, whose defense justifies the 7 other main crusades, of 1147 to 1291, date of the loss of the last Latin positions in Orient. From the Fourth Crusade, that seizes of Constantinople in 1204, the idea is sometimes misled. Some expeditions are organized by the Pope against its Christian or pagan, Baltic, objectors, Albigeois, Hohenstaufen, Aragon, or Hussites in the 15th century. If they permit the maintenance of the Latin states of Orient, the Crusades don't have any more for Jerusalem objective. The city's Italian shopkeepers benefited from Crusades, and developed in the stride the ties between European commercial places. The term crusade is rare and doesn't appear before the middle of the XIIe century in medieval Latin and only toward 1850 in the Arabian world. The medieval texts speak the most often of journey in Jerusalem iter Hierosalimatanum to designate the Crusades, or of peregrinatio, pilgrimage. Are used the terms of auxilium later also sanct, help to the Holy Earth, expeditio, transitio as well as general passage, expeditions of national armies, regular passage and particular passage, these passages being prompt incursions, more or less local, of robbery and depredation, and know the wars holy and big expeditions that are the Crusades. The term of crusade only appears late in French, the treasure of the French language computerized to makes the expression carry up one crusader to cross themselves, the life of St. Thomas the Martyr of Guernes of Bridge St. Maxence dated of 1174, and the term of crusade to the Chronicles of Chastelain dated of before 1475, noting that it is about a surrogate of near terms as crossing, croyery or cruise that are older, without one can signal them before the end of the XIIe century, The Historic Dictionary of the French language also notes a first apparition of the word toward 1460 and note that it drifts of crossing, that one meets before the end of the XIIe century. Yet, former French croyery appears in the Chronicle of Robert of Clary during the Fourth Crusade, 1204, while one finds the Spanish Cruzada in a charter in Navarre of 1212. Actually, all these terms are substantives of the adjectival crus signatus, crusader, literally, marked by the cross, that, him, appears in the Chronicle of Albert of Aix, probably written, for his first part, since 1106, or of the verb crus signare, to take the cross, that is frequent in the XIIe century. He is therefore clear that what we call First Crusade was not called thus by his contemporaries. Of the point of Muslim view, the Crusades are not discerned besides like a novelty, but as the continuation of struggle against the Roman Empire of Orient, that lasted since several centuries. Yet, it is as obvious as the contemporaries had conscience that the crusade was not nor a simple armed pilgrimage, a military operation very early as the other, but well a different reality, allying the features of the pilgrimage in Jerusalem to the imperatives of a war for the defense of the faith.